right. So we got that one up. This one. Welcome, everybody. Comments. There we go. What's up, Raymond? Okay. Your Wally's working? Okay, cool. That's good. Oh, God. Where's my chat? Nothing much? Ah, good. So, I am streaming on here because, well, TikTok, for some reason, decided to ban my ability to do live streaming until Thursday due to hateful comments. Me. So, it is what it is. And, yeah, we're just going to, we're going to deal with that. So, thanks for all the help. Anytime. Anytime. What I'm here for, man. I'm glad everything's working now. Okay, let's take a look at you. Anyone trying out the new V2? I've actually been using it for 2 months now. It's really, really nice. I really hope that they integrate all of the UI interface, basically the look of it. I hope that they integrate that into the Pro version. Why they wouldn't bring it out on the Pro version first is beyond me, because you're paying for a premium. So yeah. How dare they ban the resin god? TikTok has gone too far this time. Almost makes me want to say yes to the TikTok ban of America. Right? I don't know how it is, but I do have an alt account on there. So just look underneath that video that I posted about it. So you have not ventured into resin printing. What is a good one? Well, there's several out there. In my opinion, if you have the money, probably the best one that you can get into is, where is it? Oh, that's right. I put it over there because I needed to shoot some content for it. I forgot. Is the Uniformation GK2. If you have the money to buy that, I highly, highly suggest getting that model out of anyone. It is probably the best bang for your buck, but it is quite more expensive than most of the printers in its class. But then again, it's kind of like the Bamboo or the Prusa of its class. So it's on a different tier than most other printers. That's my personal opinion, but I know most people want a budget printer. So really, anything that's out there is good. You have the Elegoo Saturns; those are pretty good. I'm kind of so-so with Elegoo. I'm not a big fan of them. I know tons of people like them, but it's not for me. I'm not an Elegoo person at all. All the products that I've used from Elegoo have been subpar at best. Kind of like my Creality Under 3s. They work most of the time, and then sometimes they don't. Another one would be the Anycubic. Currently, there's the M5 and M5S, or M5S Pro, I think it is now. I don't know. There's so many out there now. And I literally just saw that Elegoo is announcing their new Saturn 4. However, there's two versions of the Saturn 4, and I just don't understand it. Why? Why do you need that? There is absolutely no need to clutter the market with just more. They did the same thing with the Saturn 3. Why? Why do you have the Saturn 3 and then the Saturn 3 Ultra? Just bring out the Saturn 3 Ultra, okay? Just that. That's all you need to do. That's all you need. So the same thing with the Saturn 4. The Saturn 4 is going to be the Saturn 4 and the Saturn 4 Ultra. Just bring out the Ultra. It's got all the stuff that anybody ever would really need, I would think. And that's it. So the GK2 is like a tank, super solid. Absolutely. It is literally a click and print printer. Well, like I said, the best that you can buy in its class. Even though it is a little bit more expensive, it is absolutely worth that because you will spend far less times having headaches trying to figure out what you did wrong than you are printing. So it is much better. Always gotta get that crack in on Creality. Did I say Creality? Oh yes, I did. I mentioned the Ender 3. But anyway, so Creality is another one actually that's a fairly good printer. At some point, we're going to get to it. I do have the Saturn 3 here, and I do have the Creality Hellet Mage, which I've heard very good things about. The Creality Hellet Mage, from what I've seen, gives you everything that you need for a very low price. But a lot of people don't like Creality as a resin printer, and I don't understand because they actually make really good resin printers. It's actually the company that makes this printer right here. That is their sub company called PioNext or PioCreate, and they make all their resin printers for Creality. So, no, you asked me which slicer do you recommend to pair up with the GK2? So personally, I use their slicer. It is a fork of the Prusa slicer. I like it because it's just simple, straightforward, click and print, go ahead. Although every other printer that I use, I specifically use Shitubox. That is the only printer that I do not use Shitubox with. And I really should just start using it just so I can have it all fluid because it's kind of pointless to have multiple slicers out there and it's kind of annoying to switch from one slicer to the next slicer and you got to know the settings for this one and it's kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest. So someone needs to switch out his bamboo with a non-leveled Ender 3 as a prank one day. Oof, man. So I do have the K1 Max, and it was working good up until about a week. Yeah, I'd say a week. I was printing with it. And I was running some very specific filament through this because I was doing batch printing. I'm printing a ton of dragons, so I can go live with me and my kids, and we can sell dragons to people. It's pretty much going to be a one type go at it. I don't see myself doing it consistently unless it gets a response for it. But it's basically just going to be like, I have all this fancy filament. Let's go ahead and sell these dragons. And I think the kids would absolutely enjoy it. So we're going to do that once TikTok lifts my ban. And I had that batch printing and the filament that I had, which was some new Yusu stuff. I ran some black and gold through it. I ran some black and green glow in the dark spec. I ran some blue black, I think it is. It's like burnt titanium almost. It's a very unique color. And then I forgot what I'm running through here right now, but essentially the diameter was too thick for the extruder system. Actually the hot end system. And it basically ate the hot end. So, well, let me explain a little bit further. It didn't eat anything. It's just the fact that it couldn't push through. So when I went to go and remove the hot end, I couldn't remove it. So I had to grab a pair of pliers to yank it down. And ultimately, I destroyed the entire ceramic coating on the hot end, and that makes it useless. So, yeah, that's basically where we're at. I do have a replacement hot end that I can throw in there, but I think I'm going to reach out to my buddy Tim over at TH3D and see if he can send me a upgraded hot end and go from there. So the Mage Pro with pretty good review. Tomorrow is the 10th year anniversary with another new resin printer will be releasing tomorrow. Yes, I had heard about that. I'm printing with glitter filament at the moment and hoping it works well in the bamboo. Yeah. So, like I said, I've been printing like their random stuff, and I have enough to maybe print a dragon. I don't know. We're just we're gonna do like a multicolor dragon, I guess. But here's the colors. This is the black with like a green glow in the dark speck, which is really really cool. And then their burnt titanium. That's essentially the same one. Which I don't know if we'll be able to get a dragon to print on this. It's literally one row. I'll have to see. But either way, we'll use these up and make like a crazy one. So, uh, what's up, Evie? I ordered me some more Rep Wrapper metallic silver resin. Awesome. That stuff is very hard to dial in. But if you got it dialed in, you're good. For those fancy filaments, will be better with a 0.6 hardened steel. Yes, it would be. But these actually printed perfectly fine on a 0.4. No problem. So, but I am aware of that because of the particles that are inside of it. Should we post up a video on TikTok? Let everybody know I'm live streaming? Sure, why not? Yes, it's like the glow in the dark and the wood filament. Yes, it is. TikTok, what's up? So, if you guys are interested, we are live streaming just on different platforms. So, if you guys are anywhere else, any other social media, you know, come and check us out. Stop on in. You can join. Good to chat with you guys. I need to catch up on some paperwork. All right, man. You have a good one, Raymond.
I found it. It was right here. Me, Jen.
All right. We'll just leave the live chat at the background. Sounds good, man. All right. So let's see here. By the way, the GK2 released the new firmware. I did see that. I'm kind of half tempted to update it. I'm not sure if I really need to or not, but mine's working perfectly fine. So let's see if maybe this will work. Okay, either way. Let's see, pretty much most of the people. We have 10 people streaming and watching on Twitter. That's awesome. How does the K1 Max work that you set up recently? Well, it was working great until it didn't. It's kind of my fault, but not really. So I've been using some new Yusu stuff that is heavily abrasive, and it worked for 3 spools. So I had 4 spools, 250 kilograms each. So I got 3 spools, pretty much ran through perfectly fine, no problems. The fourth spool, however, decided that whoever did the spooling on that, the diameter was too thick on it and clogged up the hot ends. And basically, I had to destroy the hot end in order to take it apart and get the clog out of there. So right now it's down for the count. It needs a new hot end. I do have an extra one. I could put it up. I'm debating on whether or not I should actually install it tonight and just, deal with it. So, but yeah, one quick question. Shoot. Fire away. Same in here. I think I'll just pass this one. Nice. Yo, you excited for Remurf? I am absolutely excited. The only question is, do I or do I not make a slideshow for it? A slideshow, right? What is that? PowerPoint. There we go. Do I do professional and do a PowerPoint, or do I just wing it? I could just wing it. It's not that hard. So I'm about to go to bed, but thought I'd pop in. Sweet. Make a slideshow or a video. Cool. I definitely will. It comes with an extra hot end, fortunately. Yes, it does. What is your thoughts with the ultrasonic cleaner for cleaning up the model? I personally am not a big fan of the ultrasonic cleaner. I don't think that it cleans it fast enough for me. Whereas the wash and cure stations, the wash stations, this is the Sonic Mega, which is ginormous. Let me just tell you that. It is huge, okay, and it takes a lot. This is like 7 gallons worth of liquid in here, so that's a lot. But yeah, wing it with a PowerPoint. Awesome. I'll definitely do that. I'm sure it'll be last minute because that's me. Last minutes, Sally. Anyway, I'm not a big fan of the ultrasonic cleaners. They're a little bit too small for the printers that I use. And secondly, I don't like the way that they clean. They're good for some things, but not for resin printing, in my opinion. The reason being is I use denatured alcohol, and I think that provides the best clean that I've ever used without being too abrasive on your hands, on your skin, if you get it on your skin. I think it's a lot better. Whereas IPA, it'll dry out your skin if you get it on there, all kinds of stuff. And it'll actually, warp and deform the print. So it's a little too, it gets into chemicals too much. I think it breaks it down too much. So I personally think that denatured alcohol is a good alternative for everything. I've used ultrasonic cleaners. I actually have one that I'm working on wherever it may be. I put it somewhere. I don't know. It's probably on the table. I have no idea where it's at, but it's here. It's one of the new Sunlu ones. It's a smaller one, so it works okay. For cleaning tools, 100%. That's an awesome thing to have. But other than that, it's just okay. So the problem with ultrasonic cleaners is you usually have to have a cleaner that's for that. You can't use IPA, you can't use denatured because there's a possibility of, and so you use like Simple Green or Mean Green or Castrol Super Clean, whatever you want to, in terms of cleaner. But then again, you still have to wash it off. So it's like you're doing a secondary process, whereas this, you just wash it and it's done. You don't have to deal with it. Just let it dry and it's good to go. So I think that's a better thing. So what's up, Maylee? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. There we go. I got it. Yay. Thank you. Now, again, that might be different for you or some other person. It really, the main thing about resin printing is you have to figure out your workflow. That's really the main thing with resin printing and where I think a lot of people misunderstand uh, the the mess of resin printing. Yes, it can be very messy, but there's things that you can include in your workflow to make it less messy. Like I barely have any mess, and all my mess is contained right here, and it's usually like just other miscellaneous stuff that's here. It's not like messy resin stuff. It's tools, as you can see. That's what it mostly is. That's what it is. So I'm trying to cut down my tools as much as I possibly can because there's too many in here. Man, I got to reprint this. I 3D printed a phone case for me in carbon fiber and my Akuma Mods red and black for my logo, and it came out pretty cool. But the problem is after a couple drops, it didn't like it because it's not meant to be like it's not meant to be strong. It's actually meant to be printed in TPU as well, so it wasn't made the greatest. I had to scale it up 101% on the X and Y in order for it to fit. But yeah, it's we'll reprint it before Remurf. I need to finish up these dragons on the bamboo and get rid of all these fancy filaments, and then I'll throw in some TPU on there, and we'll do some multicolor stuff. So anyway, we'll get it all situated. And I got some filament dryers I got to do some reviews on, so we'll put some stuff in there. See how it goes. IPA prices went up in Europe recently as well. You know what? Prices, I think, in general for that stuff just went up because I remember I don't have a tin of it, but I used to buy the gallon of denatured alcohol, and they were like $15-$16, and now they're $25. So definitely went up quite a bit. What's up, Steven? How's it going? Now, talking about resin printing and the post-processing process, I've recently started using this printer, which is going to be specifically for dental usage. Now, that doesn't mean that we can't use it for regular resin printing stuff, but its main use that you're supposed to use it for is dental stuff. It's got a very small Z height. It's only 100 millimeter, so it's nothing fancy. But there's an extra process that I was never aware of, and I guess I never really looked into it because it's more used on the dental side than anything else. So I've never really dabbled into the dental. This is my first time utilizing a dental printer, and actually, it's got my grill printed on it. So my wife works at a dental office. She 3D scanned my entire mouth and gave me the files, and we printed up my teeth on there, which is really, really cool. So my gum line and my teeth are all printed on that printer right now. So I need to do some videos with it. But apparently, when you're doing the post processing, and I can never get that right, is it post processing? Does that mean it's after? I think that's after. I can never remember that. So anyway, I think that's right. So post processing from the resin, you wash and you clean it. But when you go to cure it, at least in the dental world, there is another additive that they use to extract the oxygen from the resin to make it more like impact resistant, which I had never heard of. And I'm not going to give it away because I need to make a whole video on it. But it was some stuff that I found out talking through some people and get kind of deep diving into dental stuff and going that route. So we'll have to see how it works. It is kind of expensive stuff. It's like $25 or $30 for a jug of it. I think it's it might be a gallon. I don't know, but it's pretty expensive. It is an extra step, extra process, but supposedly it makes the bonding process even better than what it would be like if you just put it in plain old water. It's supposed to make it better. So I don't know. We'll have to see. That's some stuff I'm going to have to play with and figure out what exactly it does. I mean, I kind of have an idea, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'll have to see. But yeah, it's really awesome that more people are viewing on Twitter right now than any other place. That's crazy. That blows my mind, man. That's some wild stuff right there, let me tell you. So anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying. If you guys are, go ahead and like the video. If you guys aren't following, go ahead and hit us up on our social medias here. Let me put this out here. We'll do some. There we go. There we go. Right down below there. If you guys do or do not see it, go ahead and follow us on all the social media platforms. If you do, that's great. If not, it doesn't really matter to me. I just figured I'd throw it out there for y'all. The strange thing is like that there's the ability to watch on Twitter, which is just crazy. And hey, if you guys are there, go ahead and share this out. Invite some people, whatever it may be. I don't really know how the whole Twitter thing works. I just have it connected just because. Why not? Could a dog be any more spoiled? Yes, it can. Now, what's weird is, I guess on here it doesn't really show me. Show me as I'm live streaming. Oh, there we go. I found it. That's sweet. Look, there I am. I'm on tweets. I'm on X. All right. So, with that being said, let's get some stuff rolling, shall we? Um, so I have some kits. Let's make these up. So if you guys do or do not know, I am selling resin 3D printed stool samples. So if you guys are interested, there is my Etsy store under the same name, the Akuma Mods name. If you guys are interested in buying a nice little gag gift for somebody, I do have these available on my Etsy store. They are available also on the TikTok shop as well. So what's up, Crystal? How's it going? By the way, Crystal, if you want to join and anybody else wants to join, let me know. I will. I can send you a link and invite, and you can join on here. The great thing about this is you don't have to have any followers. You don't have to be known for anything. You could just chill, and you can use your phone. It's a little bit tricky with the phone. You usually go through a web browser, but it'll work. But you can do it directly from your computer, so you can actually show people what you're doing on your computer. Like you can share your screen and whatnot. So if anybody's wanting to join, you guys are more than welcome. We're going to be on here kind of late. We've already been on here for a half hour right now, and I'll probably be on here for a couple hours at least. I finished one of my projects. I just finished up doing a RetroPie gaming system. So we added the custom D-pad to the system that I had designed and I printed, as well as the custom rear triggers. And we already have them redesigned for the newer model. And I got to print those tonight. So we're going to set those up on one of these printers and see how it does. Maybe the Mega will put it up there and see how it goes. Because we pretty much ran out of the resin that we were using for our stool samples, and yeah, get that going. So, all right, here I will send you. I might join you in a little bit after Lee leaves for work. Lee leaves. Now, if I can remember how I did that, there it is. Invitation. What's up? What's up? How's it going, Henry? Long time no talk. Let's go and send this to you. What the heck? I don't know what's going on with Facebook right now. Got it. How's the world of Matt? Pretty good. A little busy. I am very worried for myself because I have to speak in front of however many people at the Rocky Mountain Rep Rat Fest. Not once, but twice. The second time will probably be a little bit better because I will be with some fellow makers on there. Grant from 3D Musketeers, Ellie from Cocoa Press, Joel Telling, and I think there was one other person on there. So my apologies if I forget, but yeah. So we'll be speaking on a panel, which will be like I am as giddy as a schoolgirl, but I'm also as frightened as a schoolgirl. So we'll see. Why is this not letting me copy on? What don't know why. Right? I don't consider myself a big star, especially in terms of those people. Like, even Grant is way above me. Most people don't even know who Grant is, but I know who Grant is. I consider myself the lowest tier out of all them, but hey, even if so, I still enjoy it. So. There we go. But yeah, if you go to the Rocky Mountain Rep Rat Fest site, there will be the schedule, itinerary, whatever you want to call it, and that'll showcase, who is all going to be there and who is going to be speaking and whatnot. So yeah. So we're going to make up some of these models here and get them all situated so we can get them up out of the way. So one thing is, originally with these stool samples, I used to resin weld them together. And after a review, I'm not going to do that. This will be the last one. And basically, they're just going to be free floating. So no more specialty ones. They're just going to be as it is. That's it. Why what? Why am I not sticking them down? So like as you can see, this one rattles, this one doesn't. But somebody put a review on my TikTok shop that said, "Oh, well, it arrived in this state." Okay, that's great. I couldn't get it back together. Well, that's because I used resin to weld it together. So, no, they're not going to be gifts that I'm giving out. I do sell these for gag gifts. So if somebody wants these, they can order them off of my Etsy site. And they are branded with the Akuma Mods logo. They're nothing special. So as you can see, there are some layer lines, but it's nobody's really going to see it. So I'm not too worried about it. And that's pretty much it. So I see. But yeah, somebody had a tiff about the way that it looked and everything, and I was like, all right, fine, we're gonna let it be. So definitely printed out way too many of these things. Can we get them in brown with gold metal flake? Probably. It's a little more of a process, but yeah, it definitely could. I figured black was just your generic one. It's just easier to do. But yeah, I can definitely do brown, and I can definitely add some gold flake in it for sure. Custom colors is not something I can't do. Super simple. All right. I am missing a tub here, unless I used it for something, which is a good possibility. I did use one or two of them for paint mixing, and I thought I found a cap for that already. But I guess I didn't. Oh, well. Well. Tell me more, tell me more. Oh, nope, not that one. Now, the $1,000,000 question is, where do I put these? I need a box. Ah, I got a box. Aha! Thanks, Amazon. Off to the sides, have them. Yeah, I guess I did use an extra one. I thought I used one for one, but oh man. Not the end of the world. You guys haven't noticed, my top area is much cleaner now. Kind of nice, right? That's all the extras over here too. I think we're all good with those. These up and away. These are good. Yeah, definitely printed out way too many of these guys. Put you up here. Clean this up a little bit. All my extras. Extra, extra. Ugh. Let's do a little bit of cleanup here. You here. There. Don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need you. Need you. Go in here. All right. We'll clean up a little bit, and then we'll start getting some prints ready. Yeah. I think that'll be what we need to do. Okay. That's Basura. My 3D printed pen, which I plan on doing one of those too. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. Figure it out. Put you back here. My little tiny diny from TikTok, made by 3Dom Sculpts, printed in some red resin. Red ram. Red ram. Okay. You can go in here. You can go in there. Got too many USB drives. Yes, I do. Do the jailbird. Do the jailbird. Oh my god, there really is so many. Too many. The cool thing is I can always set up a secondary camera. Oop, not there. Presents. Extra camera. Look, we can do dual. You guys can see what's going on from both sides. Sort of. That camera's kind of really jankily rigged for right now. And I did get a new spray gun here. So we'll see how this turns out. But essentially, it's what is it called? Air spray? Whatever it is. So there's a little canister here. You can quickly attach it directly to this, or there is a line that you can do and do it from that. Here, let's remove this. We'll leave that in the backstage. So this, or you can have it where it's separate from that, which doesn't really work because this is all coiled and it's not like a straight line. I guess I could try and straighten it out, but it's kind of a pain. But it does work. but I've never used this thing before, so I don't know how it even works. So we'll have to see how well it does. Got some RFID tags that didn't really go the way that I wanted it to in terms of how I thought they would work. Or I'm sorry, not RFID. They are, what's the other one? RFID or something else. I forget the name. My $1,000,000 question is anybody that's in Twitter land, can you guys even message here? That's my question to y'all. I don't know if that's the case. I don't think it is. I do not think you can do that. This is probably the best investment that I've had for cleaning fat film. This is basically a consistent spray gun. So unlike where you go spritz, spritz, spritz like that, this you press it down and it sprays for a long period of time, and then it'll stop. Then you spritz it again, and it sprays for a long period of time. So it's like it kind of holds its consistency. So it's like a kind of a delayed spray gun, which makes it perfect for cleaning stuff very easily and giving a light mist and not having to utilize a lot of liquid on it. And it works very, very well with denatured alcohol or isopropyl alcohol or whatever you're going to use to clean stuff. So very, very nice to have. Oh, so like I said, we're printing dragons with fancy filaments. So this is what we're going to be doing. And once my TikTok ban is my live stream ban is lifted, me and the kids are going to be selling dragons like this and some other dragons. But there we go. Super simple. I love the textured PEI sheets. They're great. Ugh. Okay. Some of that stuff done. That's all done. This, I don't even know why I really printed this. I'm not going to mount it up there. Pointless to have that even. Hopefully you guys are still here. I don't really see anybody in the chat. Hoping that it's all right. By the way, if you guys live stream on your cell phones, these are fantastic to have. This is a cooler system for your phone. So essentially, this brings in air, and this is a cool pad for the back of your phone. I can't tell you how many times I've been live streaming, and my phone has gotten extremely hot from live streaming, and this helps it out tremendously. Definitely needs cleaning though. It's seen better days. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see inside there. Probably not, but it is definitely seen better days for sure. Maybe we'll do this. We'll clean it out really quick. I'm gonna mute you guys. Hopefully that did mute you guys. Still not the greatest, but good, better than what it was. Anyway, let's get this. Our extra cords. Okay. Is you. You are USB-C. Ah, this is the one for the GPI case. And yeah. I know it's kind of late, so my apologies for that. But I thank you guys all for sticking around and chit chatting. I do have my snacks prepared for the long night. So, no, actually, we are not. So, thankfully, we're in the path of the eclipse, but not like the best path. The best path is actually Indianapolis, I guess, which is about 3 hours south of here. So most of the people are flocking down there this week. And yeah, don't have to deal with them. So that's kind of nice. Yep, Indy, they are coming in. Yep. It's crazy down there. I already talked to like 6 or 7 people, and they're like, "I'm going down to Indianapolis for Monday's viewing." I'm like, "That's great. I'm going to sit here. If I see it, I see it. I don't. I don't. It's not the end of the world. I've seen a solar eclipse before. It's not like I'm missing anything spectacular. I don't understand why it's. I mean, I know for some people it's a huge thing because they may not have seen that, but for a lot of people you've already seen it, so it's like nothing new. So yeah, I thought about leaving Indy while they are here. I would, because everything's just going to be a disaster. You're not going to be able to get to eat anywhere. You're not going to be able to really go out, to be honest. Everything's going to be packed. Everything's going to have a ton of people in it. This is going to be crazy all around. So, best to just avoid the madness that it is. One thing I wish that I like more on TikTok than I do here is the fact that I can jam music and not be really taken down for copyright. But I do have my buddy's music that I can play here, but it's a little different. It's instrumental. It's piano music. It's not bad, but it's just not what everybody really wants. But I think we're just gonna play it anyway. So let's go. My music. And he's not. I don't think he's actively utilizing anything right now. I don't think he's put up anything in quite some time. That's a little better. You guys might not be able to hear it, but I do. put all this stuff in here. This. All good. Toss you out. I really have no idea what this is for. And I know if I get rid of it, I'm going to be like, dang it, that's what that's for. I really have no idea. Like, legit. That's that. You with that. The Ten Commandments of resin production. Okay, that would look a lot better. This thing, you guys are doing like miniatures or fine detail stuff. This little thing is awesome. It is a functional sanding little thing. So you have different types of sanding um, heads that you can use, and it even comes with a couple drill bits as well. But totally worth it. Charged via USB-C. Uh, it's nice to have. What's cool, could change anything ever. And this little storage for the USB or an Allen key. But it's Amendment 1 and make it look like clay sugar on your plate. It's not. Don't click the resin. Do not, I repeat, do not click the resin.
Oh no, you can't. Okay, fine. Don't show up. So I got 12 people who are just stuck in the line. That's what our rules are. All right. Uh, four. Another cool thing is we got invited to another event. What was that? As long as it's not the same weekend as birth. No, it is not. And yes, I plan on going to birth. Now this one is one I've never heard of actually. It's called Design to Part. Number Design to Part show, and it's in Schaumburg. And I think this is more or less for businesses, but we can get in there. I am invited. I've got my code right here, but this is essentially what it is. Uh, Register your colleagues online for free at e.com. But essentially, what it is it's a additive manufacturing. So it's kind of a different side. So the great thing, at least about resin printing, um, is that there are several different sides of the additive manufacturing process that are used. So let's go to the website and see what's going on with them. Greater Chicago area. All right, let's register. This looks like a very basic show, a very small show. But yeah, I'm gonna register. I have my activation code, express registration. I have no idea how I got this. Idea how would be the vice president, general. I mean, I know everybody, president, no. Okay, so it says service category. What is your time frame for purchase? Choose the top four service categories in which you are interested in. Service category. Pilot is for fun. So at least top four time frame for purchase. 1 to 3 months. What role do you play in outsourcing part? Pretty much final decision. Interesting. Existing in a future scope. Not currently. What describes your company best? Uh, OEM product manufacturing. Kind of. What is your company's primary key other for employees? 1 to 10. And I would like to see three. Oh, oops. 3D printing. Okay, so this is electronics too, so that's kind of cool. Um, I like electronical components. I like prototyping, electrical, man, there's a lot of stuff. I'm wire and cable harness. I love doing that type of stuff. Things, bring sensor, prototype, metals, plastic, electronics. Yo, 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 what's up? How's it going, Mr. Reyes? Plastic fabrication, injection molding, no, it's been other we'll make this the info. For what? We'll make it on our calendar. I didn't even see what day this was. We'll go at it. So it is on 8, roll. That's Wednesday and Thursday. Why would you hold a conference? That does not make any sense. But whatever. We got time. Great brother, just passing through to rattle your teeth. All right, Harvey, that's so you can toss this out. Mode for the win. You know, that's one thing I wish that they would incorporate on their printers is the ability to just set it at 124%. Like, can I just have it automatically go in from either normal mode or sport mode? You guys hear that music? I don't know if you can. Hopefully it's not interfering. You know, my mic sounds funny. All right, check the mic. We're on the mic. I might have to put my PTI on. Check. It should be okay. Mic sounds all right on my end. We'll turn it down. Mic's not consistent. All right. Did I bust out the PTI? Bust out. Oh, it's not charged. Yeah, I just forgot to turn it on. Sounds muffled. Oh, we'll fix that in a quick second here. Check. 1, 2, watch. You guys are gonna be like, "Holy hell, this is crazy." Watch. Settings, audio. Oh, we're already connected. That should be way better. He's cool. Cool. Though we may have to reposition. It's still not the greatest. Why am I doing that? Check. 1, 2, 1, 2, check, check. Take some of the audio elements here. It's my background.
Go to echo cancellation. Okay. Still a bit funny. Yes, it is. Oh, that's way better. All right, let's try. But you get too much background. I can hear it. It's very staticky in the back. So let's see if we can reduce. Oh, that's way better. That echo cancellation sucks. All right, now let's try stereo. Let's see if that sounds better for the transfer. There's no difference in that. All right. But that's good. That's good to know. I'm glad. Now you guys should be able to hear me loud and clear. I love it. Good stuff. Totally worth every penny. Like that was just that's night and day. Crazy, right? And yes, that's water. All right. So let's see. What do we got? What do we got going first here? Let's I want to put some new resin in there or try some old stuff. So what's the latest and greatest? Nothing much really. I got a new resin printer here. Most people probably won't care much for it. It is a dental resin printer, so it is quite expensive. It's about $3,500 for it. And it doesn't have a great build volume because it's meant for dentistry. But we're gonna check that out and see how it is, and make some more videos on that. I have the K1 Max. I'm thinking about. So I unboxed this, I set it up, got it printing. It's been printing pretty good until I had to destroy the hot ends. And yeah, that kind of sucked, but it had to have been done. And yeah, basically it's sitting right now. I can replace the hot end if I wanted to, but I'd rather put a better hot end on it. So hello, sir, just passing through and saying hello. Well, hello, hello. Hello, hello. What else? Got another new resin printer down here. This is the Nova 3D Ultra 14K, which is just redonkulous. Um, 14K is not really needed, but yeah. It's yeah, it's definitely not needed. Now, if they made a 14K for that, that would be fantabulous. Because that would actually make a difference. On these, they don't. All right, so what do we put in that? Hmm. Or do we dump it out? Maybe we'll just dump it out. Right? Exactly. You don't need anything spectacular. Like all of these printers, 8K, 14K, 12K, yeah, all these printers here, they will all print the same as a 4K does. There's really no difference until you start looking under a microscope or a macro lens, something beyond the naked eye. So, how many days is my TikTok exile till Thursday? So I still got quite a ways to go. So 4/11 is my ban till. So the night of Thursday, so essentially Friday morning, I'll be able to live stream. Unless they remove it Thursday night, which would be really cool. But so dumb. So dumb. And to be in all honesty, they did legitimately ban me. I didn't realize what I was doing or what I was saying, and they banned me for it. And yeah, rightfully so. But I was quoting a movie. Either way, it was said, that's it. I was quoting a movie called Jerky Boys. You know, you know. I'm not going to repeat it again. But yeah, Todd came on TikTok, and he was, I forget what I was talking about, but he had said a name. Oh, I put on the Edna glasses. And so he said a name and it instantly popped in my head, and I went off without a hitch doing movie quotes as I normally do. And yeah, they popped me for it. So fun times. Constantly in fear of getting banned when I say stuff. Well, the thing is like they just banned my live stream for a little bit, so it's not the end of the world. I did have some plans that I wanted to do this week, but oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, let's get this all situated. Let's get this out of here. We're gonna open up the big old jug here, because that has all of the, oh no, we're gonna have to re-glue this. Definitely don't want that falling off. We live. Yes, we live, son. We're live on everything else but TikTok. Where's my glue? Where are you coming from? I got banned for saying someone's TikTok name, and that is also a trigger word. Oh wow, that's crazy. I think that's nonsense. Right on, just checking if it wasn't a recording. How's it going? Gotcha. Yeah, so TikTok, not TikTok, Facebook does that quite a lot. That, like, you see that somebody's live and you're like, hey, how's it going? And you're like, why aren't they responding? Well, that's because it's a pre-recording, and I hate that they do that. What are trigger words? Didn't even know about that, right? I mean, I know that there are some trigger words, but that's just crazy. Like, there was something, what was it? So on an app for the VR headset, I couldn't use my name because it is a trigger word. Because the word Akuma is devil, and you couldn't use devil. And I was like, you can't be serious. Like, I can't even use that on a license plate. Like, I want a custom license plate. I was going to get one this year, and I can't use it because they won't allow it. Like, really? That's just crazy. I don't understand it. I truly don't. So you're the devil, right? Looking forward to meeting everyone soon. I'll be at Repto on a leg scooter. Oh no, what'd you do to your leg? But you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan. Sorry. I had to. It was too good. Too good not to. Wait, is devil a trigger word? Don't want to get banned. Well, maybe not here, but on TikTok it might be. I don't know. I'm getting foot surgery this 10th, like art. Ah. I guess that's good but bad in the same aspect. Es no bueno. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Chemistry 101. I'm your presentation person, Walter White. Today we're working with resin chemicals. This is the not so fun part of resin printing. Now, what I should have just done was just say, screw it. I'm going to leave it. Just do an exposure. You'll be foot twins. I'm working on getting my new shelving fully finished tomorrow and my resin printers back up and running. Yeah! All right, brother, just wanted to say hi. This old man needs his beauty sleep. All right, you have a good one, man. Yeah, I got too much beauty sleep today. I've been sleeping literally all day. It's rare that happens, but sometimes the body just needs to reset. So I am fully awake right now. 100%. So we're just going to go through this and clean this up a little bit. This table is not that great. Very uneven, this table. So basically, we just got to make sure that we get all of the junk off of the FET film. Make sure it's clean for the next print, because you don't want any anomalies on there. Because if you do, then you're going to have a bad day. So, a real bad day. I'm actually in Sacramento, headed home tomorrow to get back to printing and filling orders. Ah, nice. Take it you're out there for the job? All right. So the $1 million question is, do I do that or do I print the tablets? What's up, Vincent? How's it going, man? Because I do have to reprint the resin printing tablets. What slicer do I prefer? I am a Shitu box person. Oh, you're there for drone school. Sweet. Yeah, trigger words don't really happen on Facebook or YouTube live stream or anything else like that, so we're pretty good. Okay, so yeah, what should we do? Should we do our test triggers, or should we do the tablets again? I need to redo the tablets. I need to do them sometime this week, but maybe we'll throw them back on the other Mega. I have the smaller Mega, so think your Pro ran out. Got a year free with the Jupiter. Gotcha. Yeah, the new one, the new free version is really nice looking. Shitu Box 2.0 they call it, and it is visually way nicer. And it's still got some of the options, but it does have a couple new ones on it to help you detect some stuff a little bit better. But yeah, I think that's going to be good. I think we're going to be utilizing this. Give you guys some ASMR stuff. We're going to print our prototypes first. See how they come out. We'll go from there. Now, one of the cool things that I'm working on with a guy from TikTok is resin laps. So he has designed a system to utilize resin laps only using a USB, which is very interesting in itself. Logistically, it's still got some quirks to it, but it's a cool concept because you don't have to set up a camera. You don't have to have wires everywhere. You know, it's really nice. So just woke up here and drank some tea instead of coffee. Okay. Isn't that what you guys usually drink? What's up, Ray? How's it going, man? Now I need to find my USB drive for that. Good. Almost awake. Yeah, I hear you. Nice. I'll have to give that a run tomorrow. My task for finishing is running the power cords nicer with everything. I even got a UPS backup for my two P1Ss, which was a great with the crazy wind yesterday. So just out of shot here, it's being blocked, but right between the M3 Max and my end of my rack, there is a power UPS. So coffee time. I normally drink cappuccino. Ooh, Mr. Fancy. It's almost 8 o'clock in the morning. Come on, it's still early. Wake up. Grab my shovel of makeup. All right, let's Should we bring you guys into the wonderful world of what we're going to be doing? Sure, why not? We're gonna stop the extra camera, and we're gonna do presenting. Share screen. We'll just share. Let's boot up. We'll boot up Shi2Box free and see how that does. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. I need Shi2Box Pro because I need to do certain stuff with it. But I can show you how Shi2Box free looks if you want. I donated all my under 3s to other people. Only got my K1 left. I have a K1 Max that I just unboxed right here. And it's already down for the count. So, yeah. You're looking for Lichburn key? I don't know what that is. Nubinator, are you still here? I can show you what Shi2Box looks like. What the new one looks like. Right on there. Great. Got the UPS free. Just had to buy a battery. Oh, there you go. That's perfect. All right. Let me share my screen with you, and you can see how Shi2Box is. Okay. Oh, Lightburn you're talking about. Gotcha. I know what you're talking about. I see. Okay. So, let's bring you guys up over here. All right, so this is basically Shi2Box free now. As you can see, it's very, very visually nice. You have the cavity detector and you have the collision detector. I'll be honest, I probably won't use the collision detector because I'm usually pretty good about doing that. But the setup is pretty much exactly the same. You can do some other stuff. They have the Resin Alliance page here, which is kind of cool. You could pick your profiles and download preset profiles, which is really, really cool to run a base off. So, but it looks visually stunning compared to what it used to be. This is closer to what Shi2Box Pro is. And who knows, maybe they'll just incorporate Pro into it, because as you can see, there's the upgrade to Pro up here in the upper right. And yeah, that might happen down the line. I don't know. I have not heard anything yet, but we'll see. But anyway, you bring it in here, same thing. So just bring it in like that, and it's the same type of setup. So you can see through the bottom there. We'll do supports. Supports are pretty much the same. They're set up a little bit nicer to understand and read, so you can do your tips and everything. Has all the information right there. Really, really cool stuff. Automatic supports obviously are here, so you can just do that. I don't suggest ever supporting like this. Ever. Don't ever support anything that is flat. Never ever do that. You always want to double click it and move it. The operation will remove supports. Yes, I'm aware of that. So you want to print it like that. The reason being is you want a place for the resin to drip off all entirely. Now, this is an exterior part. So if we want to salvage the way that this looks on the exterior, we can always opposite this and go that way. So that way, all of the support material will be on the inside of this, and that way our exterior will remain flawless, essentially. It shouldn't really be a major issue with this product because we can always sand down and make it look nice, but yeah. But okay, so you were having issues with your support. Gotcha. My K1 is running great for the past 7 months. One small thing in all the time. Yep. Okay. So normally I don't like using auto support. So if we're just going to do manual, okay. So it basically tells you like where you should support all this. This is really, really nice. It's kind of like Lychee. It gives you all the information that you need to know on how it looks. So like you can do detail view, you can just do the tip view. So like if I put a tip here, you know, you can select the different types of tip styles. You can see the entire support, just the upper tip or just the tip, like how Prusa has it set up. I'm not really sure what this is, the detection accuracy. I'll have to play around with that, but it might just be the area of what it detects, like what needs supporting. But it looks like it's not going to change, at least for this model, because it's pretty straightforward. So automatic support should work very, very well for this. So we're just going to do some automatic supports. But as you can see, you know, it's complete, but it's still, these parts are not being held up. So this I need to be held up because, well, there's nothing really there. So we're going to put a support there. We're going to put a support here, and we're basically just going to follow this line a little bit. Okay, so we can have some extra support all the way around the perimeter here, because we want to hold up the perimeter, especially when there's turns and things like that. You definitely want to be holding up something of that nature. Corners, definitely always want to put something on a corner, for sure, even if it doesn't. So like, you see how it's got a corner piece here? That's great. But there's not one really here. I mean, there is, but it's, that can be bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're actually going to edit that support. We're going to take and drag it. Oh, maybe that's delete. I thought that was delete. Okay, here, we're going to try this again. No, that should be. Ah, there we go. I don't know what happened there, but sure. All right, so yeah, we got to edit our support there. And again, so like you see how this has got all this stuff here? Well, we can take this out. So there we go. Makes it easier for us to work on this. So as you can see, there's the shaft piece here. We definitely want to add some more support to that because we want to make sure that that's supported properly in any way, shape, or form. So we're going to do a piece there. We're going to do a piece here as well. Everything else is pretty good. You can probably put a support or two in the area here. I always like to go a little bit crazy. You don't have to, but I'm just always worried about these little areas that aren't supported a little bit. Overkill, but definitely will work. So now there's another piece here that doesn't really get detected. You see how this goes off here? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a support here and add a support here. I'll hold that piece in place where it needs to be. Now another thing is, yeah, that's a great thing about resin. And you're not really like adding on a ton of resin to it if you do that. So that's another cool thing. So here's another piece that's kind of like iffy. Like I probably should add some extra supporting in this area. So we're just going to add a couple extra supports here. And then we're gonna bring back all our full supports. So as you can see, it looks okay, but I always go above and beyond, like I said, and I'm just gonna put some extra supports here and there. This area is not really gonna matter too much because again, this is all interior, so I'm not really gonna see it. And I'm not gonna see the puck marks or anything. And again, always the corners. You wanna touch on the corners a little bit. Again, it's a little bit overkill, but definitely a good thing to have for sure. And then obviously this is not really supported at all. Don't really like using those supports, but if I need to, I will. As you can see, it goes big and then it goes small. So what that means is this will be a connecting point between these two. If it's smaller, if it's larger, that means it's going to support on the top there. Now, if we bring this back, okay, you see, like that's smaller, 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 large. So it does have a support angle that you need to work from. And then that. And I think we overkilled it enough, eh? Eh? We could overkill it and go here too, but eh. Really got to get back into resin printing, right? Definitely should, man. It's fun. Fun, fun, fun. Put a support over here and support there. Just for funsies. Okay. So while that is over supported, I'd rather have more supports and less chance of a failure than little supports and a higher chance of failure, right? That's just my 2 cents on that. You can think which way you want, but that's my my instant thinking on it. As you can see, we can't really add any supports. Oop, we can there. All right. Yeah, we're gonna get super overkill. It's because I want to see how it turns out. Should turn out okay. But with this is a very specific angle that I need at. So I need to make sure that this is good. And really I should go back in and widen this because I didn't realize how terrible that looks on that. I should probably clean up this model a little bit. Maybe we'll do that later and we'll go back into it. But either way, that's Shitu Box Basic for you. Very, very nice setup. Very nice looking. And we can go ahead and set this up. All right, so this is light mode. Okay. So that's pretty good right there. But we're just going to go ahead and delete this because this is not what I'm wanting here. So let's go and do our 2 new triggers and our other new triggers. So normally when I print these, I print them just like this. And that's because I usually print them flat on the build plate and get it all set up here. So, Nikki, how's it going, man? I'm aware who you are. What's up, Munster? I'm going to be scanning a part for my airsoft rifle soon, so I can print a new one with that steel scanner. Thanks for sharing. Definitely look like they made the program nicer. Shitu is a good program, easy to learn for a beginner. Absolutely. So we're just going to we're going to exit out this because I'm going to use Shitu Pro. Hopefully I can set this up for you guys. Let's go to share screen. There we go. That way you guys can see what's going on because I already have some setups here. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I hit the wrong button. I don't know what this is. Body new 2. Well, we'll find out what model that is. Hopefully it's not the major. That is a teeny guy. Don't know what the hell that even is. Somebody sent this to me. That guy is small, man. How big is he? Scale up. 622 millimeter tall. That's small. Definitely don't think that's supposed to be that size. Anyway, so we have our all of our stuff. We're going to center this in here. Basically, we're just going to do some tests. Yeah, we're going to print them flat on the build plate and see how it goes and go from there. Supports, we will use some support here. We're going to lower our distance to 0, and we're going to use the new light one that I was working on, which should be this one that we already have selected. Okay. So we're going to do some supports up here. Definitely need to remove the bottom off of this. Nope, not a cone. I don't think we need anything off of this. Nope. What is the best resin printer that you got at the moment? The Uniformation GK2 is definitely the best resin printer. Bang for your buck, in my opinion. But not everybody has the money for it, so Elegoo or Anycubic have their printers that are just as good. Support this one single piece here. Not really concerned on how these are going to turn out because they're just tests. I love my Jupiter. It's just big. The other one I got is a Mars 2 Pro. That's a pretty good printer. The Jupiter is actually, I mean, it's big, but compared to its competition, it's a bigger printer, but it's a smaller print volume. So the next closest thing would be the M3 Max that I have here. And the M3 Max actually has a larger build volume. Was cheaper, but yeah. Why did that turn? Delete and delete. Delete. There we go. One. Two. I got my Jupiter when they first ran the $500 off. Nice. Then you got a good deal. The Jupiter is actually probably Elegoo's best product, but in actuality, it wasn't really meant to be a Jupiter in the first place. Anybody really knows that. All right, so now we're all good on that. Let's, we did the high speed. Let me check resin profiles, see if anybody's got one. Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. All right, let's do application printer. Let's do frozen. Frozen, and we are using their ABS-like resin. So from the official website, these are the expected exposure time. What's up, JR? How's it going, man? All right, so let's go back to this, and we're going to adjust for our prints. Oh, is this the Mega 8K? Oh, this is the Apex, that's why. Frozen. There, no, not the Mighty. I need the Mega. Mega. That's the Mini. We don't need that. We don't have it anymore. Delete the Mega. Or the Mini. There's the Mega. Okay. So I think we have the resin. Maybe yes, like. Check our profile settings. 3.0, 4.0. Okay, 8. And we're using slow settings, so I'm not really worried about how it looks. All right, we're good. Got a run, bud. Great hanging, and thanks for sharing. When you get your live access back on TikTok, share the live with me. Will do. I supposedly am only blocked until 4/11, so should have the ability this Thursday. I was looking at getting an Anycubic Photon M3 Max. In my opinion, get the Jupiter. It's slightly better. After using the M3, it's a good printer, but I think the Elegoo is a slightly better printer. Even though it's slightly smaller build volume, it's a little bit more money, it's probably a better buy for you. All right, so 2 hours and 9 minutes to print these. That's not terrible. So with supports and everything, this print will cost me a total of 36 cents. How's the Anycubic Wash and Cure Max? Trying to offload it because it is probably the worst thing ever invented, at least for my usage. If you're someone who does miniatures and stuff like that, then all the more power to you. It is definitely worth it. But if you are not using it for, if you're doing anything that is hollow, it is not going to be a fun day for you with the Wash and Cure Max. Ah, shit, I saved it to the wrong file. Damn it. What is this? Oh, I know what this is. To delete those two. CTV. If you're making stuff for dioramas, then it might be okay for you. So here's one of the strange things about the Wash and Cure Max is the fact that it has a bucket that it comes with, and it basically takes all the excess stuff that is still left in the machine and dumps it into a bucket, just a straight like rubber bucket that it comes with, a collapsible rubber bucket. And that is not the greatest. it's just kind of weird to see that. In my opinion, if you hook it up to a bottle or something, it might be a little bit better. But how they have it hooked up right now is just, it's weird. So, what's up, Mr. Burns? How's it going, man? I guess nobody else is joining me on my on my TikTok, on my live stream tonight. It is what it is. Yeah, everybody else is on TikTok, unfortunately. Oh well.
And if your orange storm worked and you printed a giant hummingbird, that would be so cool. Oh, yeah. There's so many Facebook and Reddit things like, how dare you send these?
I still do not got 1,000 followers. Still cannot go live on there. Yeah. So apparently, if you got 200 followers, you can join a live, just audio only. So.
Stephen, did you see? He said, "Did you see the message I tagged you on Discord yesterday?" You know, these are not the hummingbirds. They're not like a new file. Oh yeah, no, it's not. And ever since I printed them, like everybody's losing their shit on them. Well, my thing is,
All right. I think we'll probably be on here for about another half hour or so. At 1:30 my time. It is currently 1:05 my time. So that'll give us a 2.5 hour stream, give or take. So in 25 minutes, okay, 24 minutes right now, we'll do that. All right. So next on our list is we got to get some stuff going here. Oh shit. Okay. Good. Got to make sure that that's good. That one can come off. This is garbage. $172. Oh man, my secondary count only has like 80 followers on it. So, what do we need to do? Let's set this up. You guys can watch from the secondary. Extra camera. We're good to go. This on. There. Hopefully that's better. I forget that it does that. It cuts off your settings. There we go. Yeah, so basically I am currently banned from TikTok live streaming until Thursday. So check that out. It's a nice little crown tiara. Let's see how this one works. Yeah. That's why we have a flex plate, baby. That way we can flex it. It's flexing all the supports off of it. It's not really working the way that I want it to. Let's get our other stuff up. This is why I never really utilize flex plates, because they work okay. But if anything, I just use them to release the print a little bit better. That's all. I don't even use them to flex anything off of. Use the good old trusty razor blade on there and you're good. Good. Should really have my box of support stuff here. That way I can just put all my supports in it. See ya. Tweezer. Get in these little crevices. Okay. I think we are complete on that. Oh, there you go. Perfecto mundo. I quoted a movie, and they didn't like the way that I quoted it. So yeah, check it. This is beautiful. What is this, velvet? This looks so good. Like, wow. I cannot wait to check this thing out. It's going to be great. But what I do need is an extra area. Right? Looks real good. Looks good. Looks real good. Now we have another one that we need to take off. And clean this off. Get this all situated. Okay. Right? It does look good. One pain in the butt thing is lining these things up. All right. Now we're good. That one. Let's take this off. Mini Godzilla. Go, go. Go, go, Godzilla. This is not going to work. Bye, Felicia. I'm working on a sword from Trunks at the moment. Awesome. Yes, I am still live. I see you guys are live too. Everybody I invited is live with you guys. I feel lonely, oh so lonely. I feel so lonely. Nobody likes me today. Yeah, I dropped out to take a call and visit you for a view. Oh, well, thanks for, making me secondary priority. Actually, third. Fine, I get more work done when you guys are not a distraction. Probably actually more true than I'd like to admit. Yeah. The Tesseract. Which is literally just a cube. Dude, did you see this though? This tiara came out so good. Didn't want you to be all alone. I'm actually, it's funny. I'm not alone. There's quite a few people on Twitter watching this stream right now. I don't know if they're bots or what, but it's just very strange to see that. But yeah, I don't know. These supports are very small. What is the deal with that? Their supports are like super thin. Like the actual support itself is very thin towers. So what platforms am I on? I am on Twitch. I am on Twitter. I am on Facebook. So I'm on my Facebook. I'm on the Akuma Mods Facebook. I am on the 3D Printing for Noobs Facebook. And I am on YouTube as well. Now, I could also set up Instagram as well, but that's a little bit more tricky because you got to do like the whole streaming service for it. Like you got to set it up, which I'm too lazy to do that every single time you go live. You have to do it because once you're kicked out of the live or once you end the live, it kicks you out of the server for Instagram. Like it resets the code for it. So kind of annoying, but I get it. You said you were gonna come in when Lee leaves. He left a while ago. Ah. Are you not entertained? I need to get a resin printer to make a clear material ball for the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy. Yeah, there you go. Now, I will say that not all clear materials are created equal. You need to find the right one because most of them will yellow when you print them, and wash and cure them. Even the ones that say, oh, well, it's high transparency. Yeah, it sort of is. The cake is a lie. This is like tripping me up because some of these laugh out loud, I got hounded to go to TikTok. I see. Nobody loves me. As soon as I'm gone, I'm a nothing. That's life. That's life. Okay. I'd say that's pretty good. Duh, we miss you, lies. Otherwise, you guys would all be on here. No, it was funny because I sent you a message and then I sent Ashley a message. And as soon as I sent it to her, she's like, dude, I just went live and invited you. Like, damn it. Oh, what the hell happened to that, Gloves? That doesn't matter. We're all done anyway. Yeah, we're good. I'm probably only going to be on here for another 2 minutes, 3 minutes or so. Anyway, so I'll jump in on TikTok. So that's funny that you just asked that. I was literally just saying that for the hell of it. So because nobody else is coming in, so I figured I'll just I'll jump on TikToks or I'll just do whatever. Gotta love being put in timeout, right? What would happen if I disappeared from social media for a week? I did that once and people lost their shit. I was fed up with a lot of stuff and I was like, you know what, screw this, I'm out. I came back to so many messages. So with clear resins, most will yellow no matter what it is. It can be super thin, it could be large, tall, thick, it doesn't matter. Most will yellow. Like Nova 3D has high transparency resin. That is the best that I've used. Second best would be Monicure 3D. And the only reason why I put Monicure second is because of the price that it is. So if you stream tomorrow, I promise I will join. That would be awesome. I'm planning on it. So would love to find someone else to troll, right? But yeah, we're gonna be setting sail here in yeah, we're gonna be calling it a night. So we've been live for 2.5 hours. It is 1:30 my time. So I gotta get some other stuff done. And I'm not gonna get that stuff done if I'm here talking to you guys. Be in all honesty. So but we're pretty much gonna leave it at that. So I thank you guys all for joining and chit-chatting. And probably be on again tomorrow. And hope to see you guys all here. And if you guys aren't liking, following, whatever, go on to social media. Zakuma Mods on all social media platforms. Go ahead and follow. Go ahead and share this out. Do whatever. And that would be great. Anything to help out. So thank you all for stopping in and chit-chatting. And until next time, guys, happy printing. And I hope to see you all at Rocky Mountain Rep Rat Fest.